You are watching Big Bonker Boy News.
Hello guys and welcome back to Big Bonker Boy News. And like before, I'm doing something new. Last time it was the intro, this time it's the format. This looks like green screen, doesn't it? Well, it kind of is, but not really. I just removed the background. So I hope this is going to be the style of all future Big Bonker Boy News episodes, but it might not work out, you know. So for today's episode, I'm going to mostly talk about sirens. Until the end, at least. During the Oklahoma arc and the Iowa arc, I'm going to be staying at both those places on a weekend from Friday to Sunday. And I got some great news about their sirens. So I already told you guys this in the last episode if you remember, but when I go to Oklahoma City tests their sirens every Saturday at 12. So guess what? Since I'm going to be there the entire weekend, I get to film their sirens. So the plan is I'm going to be filming one up close, and then I'm going to have one of my parents stay at our hotel that we're staying at and record the ambience or however you pronounce it. So yeah, it's going to be my very first time filming a Welland siren going off. And most of them are 435 hertz, and those sound pretty eerie. And they are that's just the best tone for Wellens, because they just sound the creepiest like that, you know. So if nothing goes wrong, then I get to film them. And then guess what? When I go to Des Moines, Iowa, I found out that they test their sirens on the first Saturday of every month. And lucky for me, we are going there on the first weekend of September. You know what this means? I get to film one of these bad boys up here. A T128, which they're not one of my favorite sirens. To me, they're like middle of the road. They're good, they're fine, but they're not one of my favorites. But I'm still going to film it. And just like Oklahoma City, I'm going to film one up close going off, and then I'll have somebody else film the ambience. So hopefully that all goes to plan, just like Oklahoma City. Because if not, then I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to film those again. So I am excited about that. So now for some tower news. On my way home from the St. Louis airport after we flew out of Arizona back home and stuff, it was starting to get dark. The sun was setting and all that stuff. It was like 5 or 6. And there was a tower down there in St. Louis, like not in downtown. It was like somewhere close to like the smaller towns around St. Louis. And there's this small red and white tower. Well, I mean, not small, but it's your average size tower. And on Google Maps, I seen that it had what looked like a FH308, but I also spotted markers. So that usually indicates that it has an FH306. So for a while, I didn't really know if it actually had an FH306 or an FH308, but with some leftover markers from an old beacon. Well, during that night, I found out that it actually has an FH306. I kind of have a crappy video of it, but you can't really see anything, but you gotta trust me on this one. That tower did have an FH306. I probably could have asked my parents to go and stop there, but like, I think everybody was in a bad mood during that time because we had at Wingstop, and that was just some of the worst service we got that entire vacation. So yeah, nobody wanted to stop anywhere. We all just wanted to go home, but still, like, I don't know if I'll ever have a chance of filming that tower, but maybe one day I will. Hopefully it doesn't get replaced by an LED anytime soon, though. And I hope the tower is not located somewhere in a ghetto. Every tower I want to see, wherever we're going, it's always in a ghetto. It's so annoying. It's like in a ghetto in a hood, and it's just my parents don't feel safe being there, so we always have to make it quick, and it's always annoying when that happens. Every single tower is in a ghetto. Every single cool one I want to see is in a ghetto, and it's so annoying. Ah. 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 So with that, we currently have like 3 towers in Missouri that have FHO 6s, which it's still bad because like I've seen other states have much more, like Texas and Oklahoma, they have much more. I feel a little jealous. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode of Big Bonker Boi News. Hopefully, the siren test in Oklahoma City and Des Moines go good and stuff. Hopefully, weather is not going to cancel any of them. Just to remind you guys, the Oklahoma arc is going to take place in May, like middle May. So we still got a little bit of time before that, but it's not going to be that long. Unlike the Iowa arc is going to take place in September. It's going to take place in September. I can't wait to go down there. There's a tower down there that also has an FHO 6, so I'm very eager to film that one too. Hopefully it doesn't get an LED by the time I'm there. Alright, there's that. See you guys later. Stay tuned for the next Big Bonker Boi News episode. So I had this video all prepared and ready to upload for like 2 weeks. But I put it on the back burner and it burned. I do that sometimes. I still need to upload like 2 more videos that I made a while ago. You know, maybe that was a blessing in disguise because I found out that we are going to St. Louis this week from Wednesday to Friday, maybe Saturday. And we're also going to be staying in downtown just like we did in 2022. It's going to be called the St. Louis Arc Downtown St. Louis 2 Part 2, if that makes sense. And I only did that because Part 1 of the second downtown St. Louis arc was more of a midtown arc. We were in midtown St. Louis, not downtown, but it was too late. I couldn't change it. I could just go ahead and rewrite history and stuff and call it the midtown St. Louis arc or something like that, but I don't want to do that. So in order to fix my mistake, I'm going to make this upcoming downtown St. Louis arc a part 2 to the other one from October 2023. And this time, yes, we will be staying in downtown St. Louis. I'm pretty sure we're staying at a hotel that's like not right next to the arch, but close enough to it. While we're down there, I did the tower that with the FH06 I was talking about. I might be able to go up there and film it at night if I'm lucky enough, but it is far away from downtown, so it might not happen. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be this Wednesday, and this Wednesday all the way to Friday, maybe Saturday though. I don't know. Like my parents said we were not going Saturday, but my mom was suggesting that we're going to stay there for like half of the Saturday or something. I don't know. Okay, well, stay tuned for that, and here's the real ending of the video.
You are watching Big Bonker Boi News.